All right, so let's talk about filter now. Filter is, as the name suggests, it's helpful for filtering out items from a list. So if you have an unwanted item in a list, it will help you filter that out. So let's just start and going over this. Now, filter method applies filters the given iterable with the help of a function that tests each element in the iterable to be true or not true. The function either returns true or false, and if it returns false for item, the item is removed, and if it returns true for a function, the item is retained. And we can also apply this when there is not a function defined, when there is no function defined. So how is it being checked? Either if it's true or false, we'll find that out. And then we apply this, we use this filter function when we have actually filter function defined. So let's start into the coding so you can understand this better. Okay, so first of all, let's say we want a vowel filter, right? We want to find out we want to just keep the letters which are a vowel from a list of characters. So we'll say def get VOWEL. What is vowel? WEL, vowel, yeah. And we pass a character here. All right. Okay, and we just check if that is in a vowel. So we'll have our vowels list here, right? A, E, I, O, and U. So we have our vowel list here. So we just check if A in, we say return true, else you return false. So this is it. This is our get vowel function. So it returns true or false based on whether the character passed here is in this list or not. All right. So let's say we have our char list, and we have a lot of stuff here. A, G, H, I, R, U, B. Okay, let's say this is our list, and now we just want to keep the characters from this list that are vowels. All right, so how do we do that? We say vowel list equals to, what do? We just do a filter, we pass our function get vowel, and pass our char list. Let's just print this. The vowels in the list are no, not char list, our vowel list. If we run this, again we have an error because string object has no attribute filter. All right, what is the error here? Okay, this is not filter, my bad, I'm messing up. This is format. And we have an unmatched bracket here. This is matched. All right, we run this again. None type has no attribute format. Okay, I'm messing up so many things. It happens, I'm kind of tired. And now this is printed, the vowels in the list are filter object, because this is not a list, this is a filter object. We need to convert this into the list as we have done before. Now we have the vowels in the list are A, U. Are there no other vowels? A and U. Yeah, there are no other vowels. So we get A, U. So this is how you use the filter function. Now, as we said above, you can also use this if there is no function passed here. Now, what will happen if we have no function passed here? What do you think? So let's just copy this and paste it here, and let's just write none here. And let's run this. As you can see here, we get everything. So it is not actually filtered, but if we change it here, Okay, let's remove this function. Now if we change something here, instead of a we have, let's say, none. Instead of t we have 0. Now let's run this again. Now as you can see, the none is removed, gh is there, and what was here, this 0 is removed. So what is this doing is, if it is passed none for filter, it is just checking, looping through all the items in the list, and it is removing anything that is considered false. So this none is removed, 0 is removed. If we convert this to 1, you'll see that 1 will be retained. So you can think of this as all the none and all the 0 values are removed, because those things are considered not true. All right, so here, so just to go over our filter function, what happens is all the elements of the list are applied to a function, and when one by one, it is applied one by one, and when the application of an item returns true, that item is retained, as you can see here. When the application of that item in this function returns false, that item is not retained. All right, and but if we have passing none for function, everything is retained except 0 and none objects. All right, so where is this useful? You might be wondering, when will I ever use this? But these are very useful too. These are useful when let me just write here. These are useful when you actually want to filter out non-values. All right, first thing is filtering out non-values and checking if filtering out non-values or false values. So this is when this is useful. Now you might not be able to think of a use case for this except this right now, but this is also very useful when we are using this none for the function. So this was the filter function, guys. If you have any problems, let me know. Till then, peace out.